get some work in. Got that all that fiddling done. Let's see if we can warm up. Yep. Ugh. Get the old posterior chain going the right way. Bro, we were putting up some big sumo deadlifts for a little while there. When we started to get back into the conventionals, I wonder if we should start doing sumo again. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Yeah. But yeah. Gotta do some deads today, boys. Squats could be fun too, but I'm in a bit of a deadlifting mood, I think. Then we can do squats this week too. I'm here a teeny little bit later than sometimes. But we'll get on the gaming stream, we'll get it going. It'll be fine. Be all good. Last time we deadlifted, we did some big deadlifts. I don't know if we need to start there for today. We'll see. Do some calves as well, as always. I think the focus will be good old deads, then we can do some isolation after that. But yeah, maybe I'll do like deads today and then like some arms and shoulders tomorrow, something like that, and then we'll do legs. On Friday, is that how it'll work out? Because today is Wednesday already, isn't it? Yeah, Monday took the day off. But Monday's day off was semi-productive. We had some business stuff that we got done. We got some, got the Fury got done too, which is cool. Very neato. But we need this back of the legs work, man. One of the things that helps keep things feeling okay from sitting down a lot, like glutes and hamstrings and stuff like that, right? What are you guys up to today? We're gonna be doing our games and games as usual. The huge. Get back in the arena, no doubt. Getting some wow keys. Pull day arms are sore. From pull day? Respect it. Ugh. We're not home, not a lot of work can be done. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nice, what'd you do at the gym one night? Good stuff. That maybe you know? Oh yeah. I can see it. I can see it. Windwalker and Feral, okay. Well, Feral is good because you can always find a hunter and a healer to play with, and then that's pretty solid, right? Windwalker has a variety of comps to play though. You know, streaming in a gym is TOS. I don't think so. But you probably need to have permission from the gym more than anything else. But no, I don't think streaming in a gym is TOS. But once again, that you'd probably mostly need permission from the gym itself, right? You like a public gym? That's what you're asking? That'd be my best guess. Yeah, I think your main thing is probably making sure it's okay with the actual gym. Was all the stress put on your back? You don't see any problems? What would the stress from my back come from? Like lifting? I mean, like using your muscles is good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean like using your muscle and putting your body through a range of motion is one of the things that can help keep you healthy. Yeah. Yeah, lifting is good for you, yeah. That's one of the things that keeps my back healthy. Is, you know, lifting weights, doing some resistance. Yep. Game for 12 hours, gym for 12 hours. I don't game or gym for 12 hours. I'm probably live for about 10 hours a day. Try to. Try to be effective. Then get some sleep here and there. Yeah, thankfully, lifting is one of the things that's good for you. Ronnie Coleman did everything correctly, but he still suffered damage. Well, me and Ronnie are lifting a little bit differently, man. Me and Ronnie are doing a little bit of different stuff. He's, you know, he lifted a whole lot more weight than me. And the amount of weights that he was working with put different kind of strain on your body, right? So, a little different. Wouldn't want to say that Ronnie was doing anything wrong, but I'm sure he, you know, he definitely went about it differently than I do. For different goals, right? So, yeah. No regrets for him, but yeah. Just, you know, different style, right? Yeah, you definitely want to live safely, but yeah, I mean, I would say if you want to keep your body healthy for the long haul, you know, lifting weights is a good thing to do. Yeah, the Warrior Tree's looking insane, E-Rock. Yeah, really crazy stuff. Pretty freaking awesome. Yep, pretty freaking awesome. Very excited about that. But you do try to live safely. But I would say, I feel like you don't, even with like deadlifts, you don't really put a lot of strain on your lower back. If you do it right. Because a lot of what you're doing with the deadlift is actually using like your glutes and your abs, right? So it's not just on your lower back. But yeah, I mean, Ronnie, like, you know, front squatting 800 pounds. I mean, that's different, you know? That's a different situation. Oh, I see what's going on here. Let's see, let me fix this real quick. I'm still doing some additional futzery. There, all right. Here we go. Thanks for watching those videos. I'm glad you liked it. We're gonna try to get warmed up with some deads. See how our day of deads goes. Day of deads. We'll keep more Warrior content rolling for you. Probably need to actually play and try some of the Dragonflight stuff, but how much weight is that? Not much. So just got one plate on there, just warming up. Not much. Yeah. Trying to get back into WoW, but the pugs feel so bad at playing pugs in Lost Ark. Yeah, because Lost Ark is like ultra easy, except for like maybe the raid probably takes some mechanics to learn. Yeah. Yep. I think if your guy's so strong and this other guy's like 400 milligrams, it's because 350 milligrams is the clinical effective dose of caffeine, but you don't have to use that much. Yeah. Lost Ark PvE is pretty easy. But there is difficult content for sure. Once you get up to like the Legion raids and stuff, and even some of the Guardian raids are probably pretty tough. But yeah. I feel you. Yeah, the thing is, I'd just rather play Arena than Alpha, but we need to do some eventually. Yeah. Let's get started today. Can you do sumo over under? I feel like that would feel weird. I don't know. You can do it at this weight for sure, but I don't know. Not sure. I think double overhand feels better for sumo. I think I like the way the back of my legs feel doing conventional more right now. That's supposed to enjoy coffee. I mean, half scoop it, I guess, or single serving. Hook grip, nah. I don't think I need to. I'll just use straps. I don't think I need to do hook grip. Some duals, some alpha duals, or nothing is balanced or scaled or anything. Maybe. Just to try out the abilities, maybe. Definitely would be cool. But yeah, I'm still pretty much enjoying Arena, but I think most of my Arena guys are on capped out. We'll see. Got literally nothing else to do. We'll see. Yeah, I bet, yeah. Yeah, the base warrior tree is actually insane. We get so much cool stuff. And there's a whole bunch of different builds to try, which is pretty wild. lot of really interesting builds. So your body weight goal at the moment? Not really. We are sort of on the way up is the idea, but not really. I mean, I don't want to get too chubby, but I'm definitely allowing myself to put on some weight, which helps the lifting. I'm not trying to get too chubby. Hey Mortius, sup? What class are you playing White Knight? What are you leveling up? Build 100%, nice, excellent. You're gonna have to look up where you want to get stuff from. Good old Paladin, nice. Yeah, Red's pretty nutty, man. Red's pretty nutty. They do big damn. Big damage. Big Red Paladin palms. So do Demon Hunters though, so both your classes pretty good at the moment. The guild kicked you out because you play Worgen? That's funny. Are you sure that's why? Are you sure? Yeah, very interesting with the shout, yeah. Yeah, everybody should be taking creatine, BMW. What weight do I naturally sit at? I mean, it's a variety of weights. Right now, I'm probably around 210, which is fine. But I could be pretty comfortable below 200 as well. So, I like mobility. Paladin played, yeah, Demon Hunter. I mean, Paladin's never been like a super mobile class, right? And they're more one of the, if they catch you, they'll one-shot you kind of thing, right? But if you want mobility, then Demon Hunter is pretty good, right? You can go the other way with it. Yeah, but once again, I don't think Paladin was ever super mobile. Going from playing a Demon Hunter, nothing is going to feel as mobile as that. But Paladins do big damn. Like I said, they just one-shot you when they get in range, so bit of a trade-off there. Requires a bit of uptime. Yeah. They do insane damage right now. There's a balance, for sure. Trade off. once again, you have like options. And yeah, I mean, creatine is fantastic. Like I said, everybody should be taking creatine. I use the Legion Recharge. My recommendation, you can use my link and my code for a nice juicy discount while supporting me. Exclamation mark Legion. Oh, these start feeling heavy here in a little bit. But yeah, it was not entirely clear what that shout was supposed to be, but that makes sense, yeah. It's like a team-wide berserker rage. It's kind of crazy. So after taking creatine, I started seeing more muscle. Creatine doesn't really work quite like that, but if you're training, you're gonna build muscle, and creatine helps, for sure. Yeah, the long arm of the law. Yeah, that was fun. I remember that, liking that on Bachelor. Yeah. Hey, Morris, welcome back, bro, for the 27 months, dude. Thank you, man. My man. Back at it again. Appreciate it, dude. Good to see you showing up on a good old deadlift day. Yep. Yeah, I like long over the law more than the horsey, too. Yep. Oh, you're too kind, money. Thanks, dude. Because long arm of the law was a damaging global and a speed boost rather than the horsey, which is just a speed boost. So yeah, definitely long arm of the law is better, yeah. Definitely. That always felt good to run fast after judgment. It's cool. Yeah, you could make it snare, yeah. You have that snare, it's at 70%, but yeah, it's different, yeah. It doesn't do all three things with one button press, yeah. All right. Welcome back, bro. Welcome back. Doing some lifting right now, I'll play some while later. Other exercises for your feet, right? That right there. It's probably mostly for my calves, but maybe. Yep. Only got 3 hours of sleep. Ooh, that's rough. Gotta get more sleep than that. Benthier's not better? I don't think so. I think Necrolord is still better. Some people like Sinful Brand because it does a lot of damage, but no, I think it's probably still Necrolord. I could be wrong. But that's for PvP. I don't know about for PvE. For PvE, maybe. The Sinful Brand does a lot of damage. Yeah, it heals you and buffs you. It's pretty crazy. Yeah. Back in Bi Day. Alright now, Lofon. Alright now. You don't like lifting, non-Serbium. You gotta find some lifting that you enjoy. Yeah. You gotta find something that you like. Yeah, you just glaive toss it and it one-shots it though, White Knight, so it's like, just takes one global to do it. It heals you a ton. So Necrolord's is like super good, consistent damage and tankiness. All right. If you like cardio, don't like lifting, do cardio. But I would say find a type of lifting that you enjoy though, right? You don't do the same thing all the time. How we go? I don't know, we'll find out. Probably maybe dip into the 400s, maybe, we'll see. And Boris, so thanks so much for the 3 months, man. Welcome aboard, dude. Thank you, man. But if you don't like doing sort of steady state cardio, but you like playing sports, then play sports. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. 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 I don't know, man. We'll see how heavy though. We shall see. Gotta get warmed up first. See where we're at. I think it's good though. I sort of somewhat count this as a leg day. Do the same thing all the time. Is that who got you to not like it? Okay. You can work on some variety, but making sure that you're like working towards a goal is good. Making sure that you're like increasing along the way helps too. Like progression helps, but it's up with you, right? I haven't checked any band appeals. What happened? I don't usually look at them, to be honest. What about them exactly? Yeah, I don't really ever check band appeals. Can't get it? Yeah, just a pioneer. Yeah. Your goal is not feel like a wimp? Okay. Alright, well, you better keep lifting then, I guess, huh? If we're trying to get a little stronger. Yeah, you got this. Cardio's good, though. Yeah, keep getting the work in. Sometimes it's like, sometimes you just gotta do it. Wait, 162, is that pounds? Cool. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Need to weigh more? Okay. Time to eat. Time to eat. Maybe so. I don't eat a lot of wings. No. 6 plates of food for lunch, 2 chicken sandwich, and 2 chicken breast and eggs. Okay. All right, well, start tracking your intake. Is it bad to feel sick after a hard leg day? I mean, it's probably unpleasant. Not really, Pantheon. I live in California, so it's pretty dry out here, so there's not a lot of rusting or anything. Good. I'm glad that you're able to switch your program and have some fun. That's good. That's good. Glad to hear that. A lot of meat and protein bars for a chick. Okay, you might want to start getting more carbohydrates in. And start tracking your calories too. Sounds like you're probably a young fella. But yeah, getting more carbohydrates probably be good too. Yep. That's good, man. You're working out every day, eating a lot already? Awesome. Really good start. Fiber, if you're trying to eat more fiber, might not be really ideal. Yeah. Probably more like relatively low fiber foods probably be good if you need to eat a whole lot. 15, yeah. Young fella. Got a lot of calorie requirement there, for sure. You're still growing though too, so there's part of it, but yeah. You can start tracking your intake, and if you want to make sure you're eating more than you currently are, then tracking your food could help. If they invited me to Camp Canute when I go, it'd be a really like kind of offer. I don't know if I'd be doing a lot of traveling with the pandemic the way it is, but that'd be a lot of fun though. I like what they're doing a lot. I like what they're doing a lot. That'd be fun for sure. This is a bar of the pandemic though, for sure. Let's take this belt out a little bit, honestly. Might have to. Huge step streaming, introducing lifting gamers. Yeah, it's all. I mean, we've been with that for a good long while. Definitely about that. Love it. Indeed. Turn your ribs when squatting. Okay. Need to maybe break it a little bit. Adjust where you have it sitting to. But yeah, a bunch of dudes lifting together, that's good camaraderie for sure. Is whatever weight, at whatever weight you are, good? Sure, keep it up. I'm not gonna evaluate your performance, but I'm just glad you're doing it. Yeah, big pulls, I don't know about that. Does this work on a belly? Exclamation mark, fat loss. You gotta eat less. Inzer belt? No, it's Pioneer, but same idea. Time to take the belt out a little bit though. At that time. Legs big though? Awesome. Always excellent. Oh shit. I was just screwing it in without the thingy there. That was gonna be a little too easy. That was gonna be a little too easy. There we go. No catch for the gaming stream White Knight. You put that in that pasta pretty quick. You're training yourself out of formal alcohol addiction. That's intense, man. I respect your journey. You got this. But yeah, trimming down the belly is going to be mostly diet. Exercise is fantastic, though. Watch that video real quick. That'll get you started. Feel free to ask any questions, but I implore you to reference that video first just to get you started. Just to get you started. Okay. Here we go. You don't need to be really hard on yourself, dude. You're 15 years old. I can respect the passion. I'm with you on that. But be patient. Keep training, keep eating, keep building good habits. Now you're doing the right thing, I'd say. Feels pretty good today. Lose weight because of soccer? Yeah. Like I said, eat more. Probably focus a little bit more on carbohydrates than so much protein. Because protein's great, but Might want to get more carbohydrates in you. Probably good for you. Yep. But 15 is a great time to start building good habits. But yeah, you're burning a lot of calories as a young fella, so don't get frustrated. You can be passionate and hungry, but just don't get down on yourself. There's no reason for that. Yep. Yep. You guys keep trying to keep eating. You're doing good. Building the habits is the most important thing now. But if you're really serious about it, tracking your calories will be too. But yes, go to sleep. You need to sleep too. That's big for you and your growth. You got this. And once again, there's one thing I wish I knew when I was 15, it's how to track calories. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of guesswork out of it when you start actually tracking your intake. Struggle to bulk? Yeah, some people struggle to bulk, some people struggle to lose weight. Everybody's got their own, places where they're comfortable and what they have to do to push through those comfort zones. Some people might be really jealous that you can stay lean, fairly comfortably. But everybody's got work to do, right? So. All right. Oh man, I gotta run inside and get my BCAAs for the next round, which means I will be right back. Because I'm gonna want those BCAAs plus Element Juicy Pumps. Be right back. Juicy combo coming in hot. Get a little half scoop or a Legion Pulse. Half of that. Give me some of that orange Element for some intra workout electrolytes. Juicy. A little bit of BCAAs for good measure. Then we're in business. 3 plates on the bar. It's gonna start to feel a little heavy. Gonna start to feel it, I think, at 3 plates. We'll see. That's a little juke cocktail, yeah. Yes, sir. Element, Legion. My 2 sponsors, a great combo. Ugh. Big pumps. Alrighty. Here we go. How'd the lift go today, Mr. Dead and Stun? I see a lot of stuff lately saying the calories in, calories out model is outdated. Yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah, it's definitely not outdated. It's fucking physics. Yeah, it's not outdated. You don't outdate shit like that. Yeah. Oh. There you go. Yeah, what were they trying to sell? Yeah. Warmed up. Yeah, we're eating How do you pronounce that name? Ilaka? We're eating. Yeah. You wonder how the Earth was before physics was invented? That's not really how it works. Physics is an attempt to understand how shit works. Yeah. We're working on it. Just trying to figure shit out. The human experience. Trying to figure out what the heck is going on around here. What am I doing here? Yeah. Everybody's got to eat, so a lot of people have an opinion about how that works, even if they don't know anything about it. Calisthenics are fine. That's not usually how I train primarily, but you know, you can get some work done with calisthenics for sure. Big fan of push-ups, if that counts. Is calorie tracking a good idea? But what have I told you repeatedly so far today? I don't really need to answer that question, right? Because I've already told you like 10 times, right? I know you're 15, but I can't cut you that much slack. Here we go. I know you hear me, young fella. Here we go. I wouldn't be telling you that it's a good idea if it wasn't a good idea. Here we go. You track them by watching the fucking video I linked you 10 times, brother. I know you're young, but you ain't dumb. Come on now, tighten up. Here we go. Quit Diablo? Uh-huh, yep. I've actually quit gaming altogether. I'm only lifting. At least for the next hour or so, and then we'll play video games after that. But yeah, until then I've quit everything. No more WoW, yep, no more WoW until maybe like an hour or two. Then we'll play WoW, but until then I've quit it forever. Yep. So you're about the rage? There's no rage. Just gotta listen up eventually. No, well, you watch the video. So the Diablo? Yeah. Is that F word? Yeah. That's an emphasis tool, not necessarily a rage expression. Yeah. Come on now. Just gotta listen up. There comes a time. What's the drink? Rewind the VOD like 5 minutes. I mixed it up. A little bit of Legion Pulse, a little bit of Element, electrolytes, and some BCAAs. That's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Oh yeah. Know you, gonna know you. Now we're still playing Diablo, but I'm probably mostly playing some WoW right now. We'll still do more of that. Yeah. These young fellas, man, you gotta get them to listen up. Literally the closest I've ever seen recording a channel. Really? You must not watch that often. I gotta be a little bit direct sometimes. These young fellas, man. Yo, if I can teach you how to track your calories when you're 15 years old, holy shit. The gains that you're gonna make, the advantage you're gonna have growing up, holy moly. Some people are kind of knowledge resistant though, like they just like, you know, they're not paying attention or don't listen or whatever. You should watch the vid? Cool. It'll help you out, man. I'm telling you, man, if you can learn this stuff when you're 15, holy crap. You're gonna have so many years of actual control over what's happening with your body. I mean, like to an extent, you're still growing, right? You're 15, you got a lot of growth left to do, so the main thing is eat good, healthy food, plenty of it, and sleep well, and exercise and stuff, but still, if you have goals, knowing how to track your calories and adjust them in the direction of those goals is massive. I take the Legion Triumph multivitamin, it's good. All right, need a little bit more weight on here. 5 is gonna get my attention. I think. See how it goes. Yeah, listen up, youngins. Like I was telling you, if there's one thing I wish I knew when I was young, when it comes to like working out, it's I wish I knew about that what I'm trying to tell you right now. It would have taken a lot of guesswork out of the equation when it comes to like optimizing your nutrition for performance or gains or leanness or whatever, right? Yeah. I'm one of the least toxic hunters, that's good. Am I a little toxic sometimes? Maybe texting, yeah, maybe sometime. Once again, the pandemic has put a lot of collaboration on hold, right? I got a little baby boy and a beautiful wife that I need to look after, and I don't feel like putting myself or my family at risk. So, kind of keeping our distance and just doing our thing right now, so. That's pretty crazy heart rate, Paige. Yeah. Pretty wild, huh, Mortius? All right. That's a good attitude, Mr. Mortius. Get a lot of protein from nuts, probably why you're fat. Yeah, nuts have about twice as many fat grams as protein generally. But not necessarily just a problem in general, just something that if you're mostly trying to get protein from nuts, you're also getting a lot of fat. So there are some lean protein options that you might want to consider too, right? ESAs or EAs versus BCAs, that's whatever you prefer. That doesn't really matter, I don't think. They both probably don't do anything. I'll just like the way they make me feel when I'm working out. Here we go. It's gonna probably feel a little heavy now. Maybe not. I haven't deadlifted in a while, I can feel it. Is it bad to track protein? Oh, it's bad to not track protein? That's a good idea to divide it into macros, I'd say. Calories are like the #1 most important thing, but tracking macros is like a very normal next step, and it's good, yeah. Ugh, I can tell. I haven't deadlifted in like a little while. Like a week or two, almost. Legs are shaky. Motivational, I think it's just like, not really. Just kind of part of the deal at this point. It's part of who I am. It's not really a breeze. It's just I have practice, you know. But I also really enjoy it, and it's been very firmly built into my day. And it just makes me feel so much better than not the thing. So, and I know that, and so that's built into my psychology too. I should do more deadlifts. They hurt my lower back. You need to learn how to do them. You need to build up your. You need to build up your glutes and your hamstrings and your core and your back. It shouldn't hurt your lower back. Yeah. Legs are shaky. Knees also weak. How about my arms? They feel heavy. They've actually maybe a little bit of, had a little upset stomach after eating some spaghetti last night, as a matter of fact. So my mom made it, so I thought I was gonna be fine, but happens, That's why I'm not working out in my sweater. I had to take that off, Unfortunately, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I just picked up on where you were going with that one. Here we go. Yeah, a little bit nervous. Deadlifts can be intimidating, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. Dang it, what time is it? Oh man, I missed my meeting with the recording deal. Bummer. There it goes, I guess. Darn. Darn, I missed my meeting. I guess we'll just keep lifting. Bummer. I was kidding. Just go with the reference there. Yeah, that video is like 7 years old now. I'm about to find a different food scale. Don't let that stop you. $220 kg? No, not quite. 365. Yep. Yeah, California is pretty ethnically diverse. But you can just bust a verse on old TikTok these days. 365, yeah. Swinging Beef 69. Nice. Big flex for you, man. Thank you for the prime. Welcome, dude. That was 2, right? Was that 2 at 365? Yeah. It was. Let thanks for the 74 months, man. Big flex, I appreciate it. No, TikTok is actually insanely cool. The one thing is it's super easy to lose like hours just swiping through TikTok, but no, I think TikTok is a really, really cool place where people can express their creativity. I'm on Black Abyss on NA West. Yeah. We could do 3x3 at 365, but it's more like a warm-up. We could do one more. Maybe I'll throw on the little risky wraps. Yeah, you gotta watch out. Your day can definitely just evaporate. Warm up, yeah. We're warming up into some working sets. Yeah, we can do one more. I'm gonna throw the little wristy wraps on just because they feel nice. My hands are starting to get just a teeny bit raw. I'm gonna try to save those a little bit. Yeah, we'll do a little bit more than that. I can go look at what we did last time and have that inform what we do this time, but gotta get my system working again. I saw that, yeah, I saw that. Do I suggest a cut or a bulk? I mean, that would depend on your goals. For you, as a relatively lightweight 15-year-old, probably don't need to be losing a lot of weight right now. Probably should be training, eating, and sleeping well. Don't need to be doing a lot of deficit right now. Your parents told you to wait until I'm done growing to cut? I love that your parents gave you that advice. That's good. I agree. Yeah, we're not doing quick twitch on this here. How tough is concrete? I mean, I don't know. It depends. I don't know. Yeah. Yep. Have to keep an eye on that one on Serbian, won't we? Have to keep an eye on that one. Yep. All right, here we go. Archer likes watching my lifting TikToks. He likes watching Daddy lift the big weights. That was so cute. He was reenacting one of my TikToks last night. He was reenacting him. Yeah. He was like doing like, he was like singing the song and like he was like pretending to bench press. Let's go. He's so funny. I don't just like let him watch it on its own though. 98 Grind, thanks for 39 months, man. Big flicks for it. Appreciate it, dude. They're Versa grips. I don't know what Victory grips are. Maybe similar. Yep. I feel like I may as well do 405, right? There's really no difference, right? Oh no, that is 40 pounds difference. Whatever. I think it may as well, right? Yeah. All right. Why are you putting those bad vibes on me, Nunservio? Why are you putting them bad vibes on me, bro? It's weird. All right, 405 for a couple. Don't do pull-ups? Do them. Hit them. Four oh five, 3x3. Sheesh. All right. Yeah, rein it in a little bit. Rein it in a little bit. All right. Okay. If people will stand on it, well, weight sitting on the floor is different than like dropping it on the floor, right? Yeah. Dude, you can always just take a bar outside and deadlift on the grass. What warrior spec for season 4? Probably Fury or arms. Most I ever picked up was 385. Sorry, 485. That was with straps. I picked up 480 in the powerlifting meet with no straps, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Here we go. I don't really remember what I did last time. But we'll see how this goes. It should be okay. Double reps, he's at 405, would be heavy though. Oh man. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. All right. Whew. Ain't that bad. We'll do a couple and go up, I think. Whew. 4 or 5 shouldn't be that heavy, but I think we'll grind a couple here. That'd be good. Calf genetics. And my mom and dad both have some pretty gnarly calves, so my calves insert pretty low. Yeah. I've still shown them a lot of love over the years, but they could use even more love than that. It is nice on a squat though. You're gonna be able to sit down on your calves. Just sit on them puppies. You do. It's just like down to the bottom of your squat, you're just sitting on your calves. Pretty funny. Awesome, Bartholomew. Hell yeah, bro. Nice. You got this, bro. It's like you have a wedge that's sitting under your hamstrings. All good, sir. I ain't worried about it. Just say, hey, that ain't it. Moving on, no worries. Just giving you some social feedback if you struggle to sort of understand social cues. We're like, hey, that ain't it. All good though. Make it obvious. All right. Like you, I'm on the internet a lot, so I encounter a lot of weirdness. It's all good. What's that belt do? It allows me to really squeeze my abs. Yep. Yeah, all good. We're learning here. Squeeze in your abs. So you squeeze your abs out, basically, like flexing the muscle kind of pushes out. The belt kind of resists that push out, it pushes back in, and it kind of creates like a big solid muscle wall to connect your upper and lower body. Because your back is powerful, your legs are powerful, your lower back isn't like a super strong part of your body, at least not for me. But it allows my back to pull back and it allows my glutes to push forward. And this thick muscle wall right there just holds it all together and like it allows you to like transfer power up and down your body like through the floor so the weight moves better. You can do it just with your abs, but it just, the belt kind of feels good. Okay. Another 3 of these. I got the workout streams, welcome man. We didn't really do that many workout streams last time though, huh? Yeah. Those of you hurting yourself, we kind of. I think it's more like a tool for just safety and strength, yeah? Yep. Well, you're treating myself with really bad food? I don't know about that. I've been eating peanut M&Ms every night recently. Does that count? Really bad? I don't think so. Not really. I don't think treating yourself to bad food, I don't know. It's not a treat. It's like feels worse. Here, look. All right, come on now. Get this moving. Oh, ah. Woo. That's kind of heavy, man. That second one felt a little heavier. Lifting weights would probably help everybody, yeah. Don't it look good though? Yeah. Just gotta dial in that form. Woo! Let's do another one. Then we could probably go up even a little bit more. Nice pump, yeah. That's one thing. You don't really get like a big pump for me off of the lower rep stuff, but I'm just more in a mood for a little bit lower reps recently. So that's what I've been doing. Okay. Whoa! Yeah. Interesting. So last deadlift day we did 370 3x3, 390 3x3, and 410 2x3. Okay. So we didn't go heavier on the 370. We are going heavier on the mid-range set though. 3x3 at 405 is better than 390 3x3. That's interesting. Maybe I'll do 415 or something. Those are tough sets though, man. Those are tough sets. I'm probably gonna get basically, yeah. Basically. I don't feel like doing reps. I feel like getting in here and bracing up and lifting heavy, I guess. 405 3x3 is good. Let's see if we can do a little more. So last time we only did 8 working sets of deads. We could have done 3x3, 370, no problem. 375 would have been fine too. 405 is a very nice little rep range to work with. Okay. Yeah, 405 ain't supposed to be real heavy. It's moving pretty good. Nothing feels weird. Yeah. Gotta get it moving, man. I gotta get like dead and stun over here, man. Putting up that big weight. Probably deadlifting 600 pounds. What do you do with your meat? Like mid 600s, something like that? Mr. Dead and Stun? Strong young fella. Sheesh. I've always been eating. Oh. I had such a cool dream last night. I dreamed that I was like in a movie, like I was acting in a movie. I don't think we never actually got to record any scenes, but it was like all this like prep work and stuff. Everybody was so excited. I was hanging out with my buddy Jordan Fisher. T Swift was there. It was really random but cool. I was very excited. Just hanging out, getting ready to work on this project. 509, sheesh! I gotta get up there someday. Someday, bro. Yeah, I usually have pretty vivid, interesting dreams. My lower back has been like not that strong for a long time, but I feel like I'm getting to the point where a lot of these lifts are doing what they're supposed to do. Like, I think it's been the focus on like my glutes and the back of my legs and stuff. So if you guys are like, feel like you have like a weak lower back, work on them glutey booty gains. Yeah. Get them glutey booty gains going. I haven't really been doing that many different movements. I've just been trying to focus. I'm stuck at a certain weight eating 3K calories. Anybody know how many calories I need? Well, it ain't 3K, right? It's more than 3K. If you're stuck at that weight 3K, you gotta go up. Adductor weakness, yeah. That too. Yep. Hips and butt, yep, for sure. For sure. Okay, one more. And then we'll go up. We're like super omega hyper capable of this. Just gotta like lock it in. Okay. Come on now. Oh. Woo. There we go. Good. Hex bar is kind of easier. Yeah, I'm not as big fan of mouth guard. Might have to get back into it at some point. Just more fuss that I want to deal with. But yeah, hex bar. I usually do hex bar from the higher bar. And the weight is like right in the middle, so there's less of a pull back. You know? Hey, it's just a different movement. It's cool though. I like hex bar. So, yeah. Yeah, I like that, Coma. I like that. Ooh, yeah, Scotty, you don't want that. I don't know if I clench my teeth that hard. I do have a mouth guard. I could probably use it more, but yeah. I used it for a little while. It was just annoying. I will say that the first time I used the mouth guard, my jaw was so sore. So maybe I need to use it again. Make some jaw gains underneath the beard. Have this beard and then you finally shave for competition. It's just full Giga Chad jaw. Pretty funny, huh? All right, are we trying to do 410? For a couple? I think so, right? Leg pressing in a car, that's like what, squatting like 500 pounds, something like that? $14? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm throwing on 10 more pounds. For a couple reps. That's gonna be hard though. But I want to try to get a little bit more. What should we do, 2x3 or 3x2? I'll say 3x2, we'll see how it goes. See how it goes. Good. Do mine good. All right. 415, huh? Should be kind of heavy. The weight's moving okay though. It is moving all right. 5 by 1. I think we can do more than one at 415. I don't think I'm gonna bike down. We'll see. Yeah. I'd like to play some arena today. Yep. Just gotta crank that weight in, get it locked in with my back. Warrior power, let's go. Yes, sir. Yeah, more arena would be good. Hey, Shen, just looking to Warrior Power. Yeah, the pound's looking great, huh? Real good. Ready to pop rock on this one? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Gotta get the power in them legs. Yeah, 3 is better. 3 is better. Sheesh. I'll have to go back for a couple more of those. Woo. Hands hold them together. Good. Nice warrior power. You're gonna like it. Everything felt pretty good on that one. Just gotta pull. Woo. That's more like a push, really. Push to the ground. Hold on. Want to play Prod Arena? Nah. I'm good. Maybe if the prop was like, maybe prop like RAS, something like that. Maybe like lat stance. Right leg slipped up a bit, how so? No problem. Woo. Yeah, sometimes my knees wobble, but it doesn't really seem to cause a problem. But yeah, I've noticed that too. I haven't been able to keep up with Camp Canute. I love what they're doing, but I haven't really been able to tune in because I'm doing my thing, right? But I love it. Get the bros lifting together and working towards a goal together. It's awesome. It's really good vibes, I would imagine. Oh, yeah, but I mean, honestly, they're probably getting into it, man. They're probably like legit, like having fun, That's good. That's good. They're feeling it. They're putting in work. My right leg did not come off the floor. No. What class do I enjoy most in arenas besides warrior? I don't know, man. Miskip's been lifting for a while, though. I don't think Miskip's new to lifting. Yeah, I mean, they're fired up helping the boys, right? It's awesome. Fired up as a team. It's good. Yeah. No one-legged deadlifts for me. All right, let's try another one. I think we should be able to get moving again. TBH. Let's see if 3 is in the mix. I mean, these deadlifts have been feeling pretty good. I took a couple days off, which is not what I prefer, but it's all right. Yeah, some people might be doing one-legged deadlift. Not me. I'm having to use all my limbs and power to move this thing. Gotta use it all. Yeah. Here we go. If I just press, it moves. So here we go. Sheesh. Do not move the bar. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Yeah, I never made gains fast enough to get stretch marks, but it happens. It happens. All right. I think we can do one more. I think we can do one more. Got enough juice in the tank for that one. Yeah, if you make gains real fast, that can happen. Do not move the barbell. Okay, that's fine. It rolls around, so deal with it. I mean, if you're deadlifting in the sand, maybe it just happens to roll sometimes. That's what it is. Thanks though. I don't do a lot of farmers carries just because I usually work out on the stream and I can't be, not a lot of room to walk. It just rolls sometimes. The way the flooring is, rolls. Happens. Yeah. Is what it is. No, I must have home now. I get that a lot. People hear something and they, say, oh, this is what I know about lifting. Don't squat with your knees over your toes. Thanks, dude. I will continue doing whatever it is that I want to do and disregard that, but thank you for sharing. That is loosely weightlifting related. Glad to have you in the chat. Yeah. You just gotta do what you gotta do. As a joke? Okay. I just didn't understand it, and you didn't really make any indication to suggest that it was a joke. A lot of times on Twitch, you could put like a little kappa as an emote people use to denote sarcasm. No worries though. Little capper. Yeah, throw your little capper on there. The reason I rolled the bar is because it just rolls away, so you gotta roll it back. Gotta roll her back. Okay. We gotta try another one of those. That one kind of took that to me, I'm not gonna lie. That was heavy. I'd like to try one more though. 3 sets 3x3. Whew. Yeah, this ain't heavy for you though, Dad. Dead and Stone, what'd you lift, like 650 or something in the meet? This ain't heavy for the young fella. Buddy's been eating. I'm not sure what he lifted, but that's my guess. 650. Be heavy. to try one more though. I'd like to try one more. See if we can get this moving one last time for today. There we go. Yeah, I just lift with a normal bar. Holy shit. That's enough of that. That shit was tough. I was shaky out here. I'm good on that. We did it. I mean, with one, that's plenty. Nice, yeah. That's enough. I'm good on that. Yeah. Make it call it 2x3. Max, that hasn't had as much as we need to do. The set before was pretty good. Now we can do some isolation stuff. Sheesh. That was good though. Caught on a good note. That'll do, yeah. It's good though. I just make sure, I don't know, I just really pull the bar in pretty nicely. I feel like bicep tears are much less common than people think. You probably see it on Instagram and TikTok and stuff. But, I mean, it's shocking, but I don't know if it's really that common. As long as you keep your arms straight. I'm not trying to curl the weight. I'm just locking one lat in, locking the other lat in. It's like how you swing a sword. You know? One hand over, one hand under. Swinging a sword. Same thing. What do you think I'm training for? I gotta slice orcs in half. I mean, that's... You have to be strong, right? Sword away 415. Have you ever seen my blades in WoW? Of course I do. Yeah. I do. But some of them suckers weigh a lot. I feel like some people try to like curl the weight maybe, and that'll make your bicep mad, but can I see it for you? We were playing a lot yesterday. I'm gonna play more today. Just more than last time. Just a little more than last time. Which we did do. A little more than last time. Whew. Just a little more than last time. Which we did do. So we take that. We've got a little bit more time if we want to do so. I don't know how much more we need to do. Maybe we could row. God damn. Some swords were over 70 kgs. How do people wield those? I don't know, bro. That's heavy. Guys, what Apex I don't do? Keep improving those Apex skills, I guess. Dive into WoW, maybe? That's a big ass sword. Insane. That's funny. Both of you guys are panicking. Love it. Love it. Ceremonial swords? Gotcha, yeah. Legion of Vitality? Which one's that one? Is that one of the new ones? Last shot, oh my god. Had an issue with pre-workout from Legion, no questions asked. They overnight your replacement? Yeah, they're the real deal. Legion is a dream sponsor of mine, so I definitely encourage you guys to check them out. One, because their products are fantastic. Two, because I want to work with them for a long, long time, and the more you guys who pick up their products, the more possible that becomes. Okay, yeah, I do use that Haven. I like it. Yeah, I like it. The ashwagandha and stuff is good. I wonder about rose too. I haven't done a lot of rose recently. That'd be heavy. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I've not been doing a lot of rose, but I think rose are pretty good for me. Chilling for Wrath, gotcha. Awesome, Ches. Exactly. Yeah, just good scientifically supported ingredients at scientifically supported doses. No BS, you know? That's what I like. Elements the same way. Just good balanced electrolyte mix. Things that you need, nothing that you don't. Good to go. Pretty awesome. Really glad to bring on Element as a sponsor as well. They've been a fantastic addition to my supplement regimen. Because if you're like me, you drink a lot of water, it's good to have the electrolytes in there as well. Balance things out a little bit. No, only Conquest resets, I believe. I think. Is the what good? Oh, I haven't been used to their coaching. Snowball? I do, yeah, I do. I love the Arctic Blast. It's like blue Gatorade, like the Arctic Freeze Gatorade. It's really good. You mix that with some orange Element. Oh my gosh, so good. I use Impending when I don't need to stun if I do need healing, like DHDK, something like that. Okay, yeah. Sounds good. Blue raspberry, yeah. Always a good call. What stuff should you take? As a youngster, mostly just need to train to eat and sleep. Everybody should be using creatine though, but it's up to you. I mean, you can wait on that kind of stuff if you want to. Awesome, Sleazy. Proud of you, man. Proud of you, bro. It's a big step, man. You can do rows, I can do some of these too. Yeah, get yourself some recharge from Legion. If your parents are cool with it. Oh. I'm gonna try to do legs probably a couple days. I don't know if I'm gonna do a lot of leg isolation right now. Your dad doesn't want you taking it. That's fine. You can wait. Creatine is just good stuff. But yeah, if your parents want you to wait, that's fine. Once again, it mostly comes down to your training, your food, and your sleep anyway, so. Yeah. But the science on creatine suggests that there's like no negative side effects, but there are positives, so. No, you're the man. Bad boy, thanks so much, dude. Welcome back for 2 months. I'll try, bro, I'll try. Man. Woo. Magnesium, that's fine. Yeah, multivitamin is fine. Ah. Or that, there's nothing wrong with young people taking creatine either. But, you know, listen to your parents. They're just looking out for you. Once again, I mean, you gotta get your food in and get your training in, get your sleep, and that's fine. Creatine can wait. Yep. But like I said, creatine is just scientifically supported to be safe and effective. So, put together a little PowerPoint presentation for your dad. You gotta sleep, man. Sleeping is when you grow. When you recover, so you can train hard. Yeah, that's fine. Gotta respect that. No worries. Yeah, respect your parents on that one. Respect your dad, it's fine. No biggie. The tinglies come from the beta alanine. Gonna get a quick flex? Yeah, can we get a quick sub? So that works. Yeah, that's all it takes. I see a lot of Prime icons floating around here. Slap that summer on there. For sure. Creatine's great, but it's not required. It's a supplement. What is required is the training and the food and sleep, so get that. Woo! Might as well get a squat for a sub. Well, we'll be doing squats Friday. That's just one of the ways we celebrate the subs, hitting with the flex. That's how we've been doing it for years. Hit 'em with the flex. I want to do some rows, but I don't know if today's the day for rows, man. Deadlifts pretty much just are there going to be some deadlift day. Woo. Yep. I'm not doing a lot of squats today. Probably Friday though. I need to be doing more rows. But I haven't been doing it. Man, oh man. Oh, we could do like a back day in particular tomorrow. I could just do rows tomorrow. My situation will be a little in need of recovery from deadlifts, but might be kind of nice. Maybe everything will just be primed and ready to go. Let's see. Thanks, Olympia. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if BlizzCon is in the picture. See what the pandemic looks like at that time, right? But we usually do. We usually go hit a little workout at the con. Yeah. One more of these bad boys. We'll probably do more. We'll do more rows tomorrow, I think. Hey, man. Woo. Finishing up out here, man. Woo. I kind of want to train back tomorrow. Back in shoulders. Even though I did deads today. Let's go deadlifts, but I'll let my legs recover maybe. And then do leggies on Friday, hopefully. Get a little squats in. Instead of doing a leg isolation today. So it goes. Ooh, that's exciting, Bam. Congrats on that, man. That's always exciting having your own place. Talk for you. Well, let's wrap it up for now. And then I'll be on stream for the game, try like an hour. Gonna get some food. And then do some reaners. It'll be fun. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for showing love. Appreciate you tuning in. We'll catch you guys, like I said, right back here in like an hour or so to get on the grind. See you then. Peace. Good sesh, good sesh.